Good morning, Findlay Dreamers.
Good morning, Mrs. Adams.
And good morning, Findlay Scholars.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning, Findlay family.
Good morning, Mr. Kirby. And we have Braden, Olivia, and Nurse Lori on here today. Thanks for being with us.
And guess what? It is a special day. Actually, it's a special month. Did you know that many people celebrate math in April because April is National Mathematics and Statistics Month? And this week, we are calling our Math Week at Findlay. So at Findlay this week, every day, we would like you to take home your laptop. The reason why you'll need to take home your computer is because you get to go to this special website that's just for Findlay and Madison. And we have a friendly little competition with Madison Elementary to see if we can log 100,000 minutes of math, fun math games after school with families. You could do ST math. We'll be sending home some ideas. You might be playing some of these games in your classroom first to figure out how it works so you can share with your families. But I think it's going to be a fun week because you'll love these games. And Mr. Kirby, you have done so much to help spread the word. How's that going to happen?
That's right. We're going to have a daily reminder in the form of a little surprise packet. Every day at the end of the day, classroom teachers will be handing these out. Now, we have special packs for the virtual students so that everything all week long is in one bag. So they'll be having access to those. But each day, you'll get a label. And the label is a reminder that this is the website that you'll visit. So it's the same label every day. But we really want you to use these little surprise gifts as kind of a little reminder to go ahead and get on with your family, because we know math is more fun when we're doing it together, right?
I think that's great. You know, Mr. Miller, remember how when we didn't have to worry about some distancing and mask wearing and we could have families come to Findlay? Remember that?
Yes, I do.
This is our way of saying, families, we sure appreciate you and everything you're doing for students at home. And it's our way of having some fun while still being safe.
That's right. I think they're going to be very excited about this. I can't wait to see what happens with it. But you already know what happened with participation last. You already know this. I mean, and when you said friendly competition, you know, now I have another idea I'm going to bring up tomorrow, just came to me about participation. I can't wait to share it. But today I have to share the names that were above 80 first. Mrs. McDermott, Mrs. Smith, and Miss T from last week. But above 90, using your math skills, I hope you can count the number of classes that were above 90. So keep thinking. Mrs. Boudreau's class, Mrs. Campero, Mrs. Crawford, Mrs. Dow, Mrs. Font, Mrs. Hall, Mrs. Jinks, Mrs. Nelson, Mrs. Osborne, Mrs. Rivard, Mrs. Roberts Varghese, Miss Simmons, Mrs. Spreitzer, Miss Stender, Mr. Sun, Mr. Williams. Hope you got the number there. And the top five. Gotta have 5 today. Mrs. Font, 100%. Mrs. Roberts Varghese, 98.46. Mrs. Jinks, 98.33. And I hope you saw that pattern too. And then in number 4, we have a tie. Mrs. Hall and Mr. Sun from the same class grade, 98.18. Wow. And we're going to wow you this Friday, too, with a showcase of talent. So we'll get into that a little bit more later this week. And we have Nurse Lori. You're going to wow us, aren't you?
I sure am. So I apologize that I didn't get it on the morning meeting last week, but I do have our Golden Mask Award winner. And for the second time, this is round 2 now, Miss Boudreau's class has won it again. They are doing amazing. They are great. They're leading by example, showing how to wear a mask properly, and it shows. And the second time around, there's a little bit of a surprise that comes with it. So I am going to be looking this week to see who's wearing their masks properly, and maybe your class can be the one that wins the Golden Mask plus a surprise. Happy Monday.
Wow. Thanks, Nurse Lori, and congratulations once again to Miss Boudreau's room. I also would like to point out, since it is officially Math Week here, I noticed in a classroom that I was in on Friday, or maybe it was Thursday even, I noticed that students, when they chose to do ST Math really allows people to problem solve some things together. I see students excited. They come up with an idea or a new strategy, and they go to another student's desk or close enough to it, with enough distance, of course, Nurse Lori. But they have an idea that they're so excited to share. So this is something that we want to spill over into your homes, because as a family, or maybe it's just one of your brothers or sisters, or maybe it's one of the adults in your house. It doesn't have to be everybody huddled around the computer, but to be able to think about things with a math lens and a math mind and problem solve, it can really be something that we do together. It can help us out in the future. So that was my observation about these fun online math challenges, puzzles, and games that you can play every night this week. So let's shoot for that 100,000 minutes. I bet Findlay could do most of it all on their own, but we'll see. We're glad to be in partnership with Madison. Speaking of partners, we've got some second grade partners here, and I wonder if they're ready to share. Go ahead, Olivia.
I have a shout out.
Shout out.
Out.
I have a shout out for all the teachers helping us with that.
That's right. Our teachers help us a lot with math. Where would we be for Math Week without our teachers helping us? Braden?
I have a shout out.
Shout out.
out.
I have a shout out for all of the teachers for being so kind.
All right. Thank you, Braden. It is, especially when we're teaching math, it's important to be kind. So I'm glad that you've recognized that, Braden. We do have the kindest staff of teachers here at Findlay. And that kindness is practiced and learned. And all of that kindness will come in handy someday. And so will that math, especially if you find yourself going to college. So are we ready for a Monday morning college cheer? I have heard, by the way, short note, I have heard some raucous, amazing, stunning college cheers coming out down the hall. And it's really kind of neat because every classroom does it at a different part in the day. And so at any given point in the day, you could be walking through the halls of Findlay and hear students celebrating their education and looking forward to the day that they might go to college. So keep it up. That is community. 1, 2, ready, go.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 5th grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 32. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 4th grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 33. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 3rd grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 34. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 2nd grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 35. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 1st grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 36. 2, 4, 6, 8. When kindergarten graduate. 20, 20, 20, 37.
Findlay dreamers, dream big.
Dream big.
We believe.
We believe.
Whole heart.
Whole heart.
Be the change.
Be the same. And then wave.